Canada is making a bold move, a significant shift in its geopolitical strategy. It's shifting its defense strategy by formally joining ReArm Europe, a major and ambitious EU-led initiative designed to bolster European security. This marks a pivotal moment in Canada's approach to international relations. Prime Minister Mark Carney's announcement, delivered with conviction and a clear vision for Canada's future, was officially confirmed in the June 2025 throne speech, solidifying the government's commitment to this new direction. This marks a significant pivot in Canadian foreign and defense policy, signaling a willingness to explore new alliances and partnerships beyond traditional allies. The formal accession, expected to be completed by July 1, 2025, after months of negotiations and preparations, signals Canada's clear intent to diversify its security partnerships and broaden its strategic horizons in an increasingly complex world. This move goes beyond its traditional reliance on the US, indicating a desire for greater autonomy in defense matters. ReArm Europe, a groundbreaking initiative launched in March 2025 by key European nations, aims to significantly boost European defense spending and modernize military capabilities across the continent. This involves a massive $1.25 trillion CAD investment over the next 5 years, a testament to the seriousness with which Europe is addressing its security needs. For Canada, joining this initiative is about more than just budgets and financial contributions. It's fundamentally about building national resilience in an uncertain world, supporting and strengthening its domestic defense industry through collaboration and innovation, and proactively adapting to the rapidly shifting global power dynamics that are reshaping international relations. Prime Minister Carney frames this strategic decision as a pragmatic step, a necessary evolution in Canada's foreign policy, designed to secure Canada's long-term interest in a volatile and unpredictable global landscape. It's also about fostering technological growth and innovation at home through collaborative research and development initiatives. As the highly anticipated Canada-EU summit rapidly approaches, critical questions remain unanswered. How will Canada effectively balance its existing NATO and NORAD commitments with its new obligations under ReArm Europe? And what does this significant shift mean for Canada's broader role and influence on the world stage, particularly within international organizations like the United Nations? This video delves into and explores the underlying motivations and potential far-reaching consequences of Canada's bold and potentially transformative step toward deeper European defense integration. For decades, Canada's security has been closely tied to the United States, especially through NORAD. But recent political tensions and over-reliance on US defense suppliers have prompted Ottawa to seek new partnerships. Prime Minister Carney notes that 75% of Canadian defense capital spending goes to the US, a concentration he calls not smart. Rhetoric from US leaders, including Donald Trump's criticisms and annexation jokes, has fueled Canada's desire for greater autonomy. By joining ReArm Europe, Canada isn't abandoning North American ties, but strategically diversifying to strengthen its own security and industrial base. This move is a proactive step to ensure Canada's resilience in a changing world. Canada's alignment with ReArm Europe, a significant strategic initiative, signals a notable shift in its defense priorities. This move reflects a broader recognition of the evolving geopolitical landscape and the need for diversified partnerships. Is driven in part by a desire to reduce dependence on US military suppliers. This isn't about severing ties, but rather about creating a more balanced and resilient supply chain, and crucially, to strengthen its domestic defense industry. By fostering innovation and production at home, Canada aims to enhance its self-reliance and create high-skilled jobs. The government aims to prioritize Canadian companies in military procurement, ensuring that taxpayer dollars are reinvested in the national economy and supporting local businesses. Using ReArm Europe's joint production mechanisms, which offer opportunities for technology transfer, collaborative research, and shared manufacturing capabilities to integrate into European supply chains, creating a more interconnected and robust network for the production and distribution of defense equipment. This isn't just about economics. It's about building a stronger, more secure future for Canada. A robust domestic defense sector, capable of producing cutting-edge technologies and equipment, is vital for sovereignty and preparedness. allowing Canada to respond effectively to emerging threats and protect its national interests. The volatile global landscape, characterized by increasing instability and uncertainty, with rising powers asserting their influence on the world stage, and new threats emerging in the digital realm and beyond, demands a flexible, agile, multilateral approach to security. Canada's year-long talks with European leaders, engaging in high-level dialogues and strategic consultations, show this is a deliberate, strategic shift, carefully considered and meticulously planned, not a reactionary move driven by short-term pressures. The recent EU-UK defence agreement, forging closer cooperation in the face of shared challenges, provides a model for Canada's engagement, demonstrating the potential for mutually beneficial partnerships. Ultimately, this pivot positions Canada, strengthening its role as a reliable and capable partner on the international stage for long-term security, ensuring the protection of its borders and citizens and economic benefits, fostering innovation, creating jobs, and driving sustainable growth. In a rapidly evolving world, allowing it to navigate complex challenges and seize new opportunities. ReArm Europe is more than just a simple budget boost. It represents a fundamental shift in how Europe approaches its own security. It's a comprehensive, multifaceted plan designed to significantly strengthen Europe's collective defense capabilities, ensuring it can effectively respond to evolving threats. The initiative aims to foster deeper industrial collaboration across member states, streamlining production and innovation in the defense sector. Ultimately, the goal is to promote strategic autonomy, allowing Europe to act independently and decisively on the global stage when necessary. The substantial $1.25 trillion CAD investment earmarked for this initiative will be strategically allocated to address critical hardware gaps that currently exist within European forces. A significant portion of the funds will also be directed towards funding the development and acquisition of next-generation technologies. Furthermore, the investment seeks to improve military interoperability between European nations, ensuring seamless cooperation in joint operations. Complementing this, the Safe Loan Program, with a considerable value of $235 billion CAD, is designed to enable and encourage joint arms procurement among participating nations, fostering economies of scale. Importantly, this program is also open to non-EU partners, extending the opportunity for collaboration to countries like Canada. This inclusive approach opens significant doors for Canadian firms, providing them with unprecedented access to the European defense market. Canadian companies can now actively join and contribute to European defense projects, gaining access to cutting-edge, advanced technologies and innovative solutions in the defense sector. This collaboration will not only benefit Canadian businesses, but also create valuable jobs and stimulate economic growth at home. Canada's participation in this initiative aligns perfectly with its long-term strategic goal to diversify its defense partnerships beyond traditional alliances, fostering a more balanced and resilient security posture. This diversification is also aimed at reducing Canada's over-reliance on the United States for its defense needs, asserting greater autonomy. The EU's expanding defense ties with various non-member states, encompassing both the United Kingdom and now Canada, signify a significant shift in the global security landscape. These partnerships reflect a new, more collaborative security ecosystem, where nations work together to address shared threats. Canada's involvement in this evolving landscape is about far more than just acquiring new hardware and equipment. It's fundamentally about actively shaping a more resilient and secure future, contributing to a stronger and more stable transatlantic security future for all. Canada's entry into ReArm Europe will reshape its role within NATO, but not undermine the alliance. By investing in European defense, Canada answers calls for greater burden sharing and strengthens NATO's European pillar. This move could inspire other non-European NATO members to deepen ties with EU defense initiatives, creating a more networked alliance. The shift reflects Europe's push for more responsibility amid US uncertainty about its NATO commitment. Most allies see Canada's engagement as a positive step, signaling a renewed investment in security and a more active role in collective defense. Diversifying partnerships makes Canada and NATO more resilient for 21st century challenges. Canada's European pivot doesn't mean abandoning its US partnership. Cooperation will continue where interests align. Projects like the proposed Golden Dome missile defense system remain on the table, though Canada is weighing costs and sovereignty. The June 2025 throne speech reaffirmed Canada's commitment to ongoing security and trade talks with the US. At the same time, Canada is doubling down on Arctic security, recognizing the region's growing strategic importance. Investments in surveillance, infrastructure, and military presence in the north will protect Canadian sovereignty and address new threats. This dual focus, engaging Europe and reinforcing the Arctic, reflects a pragmatic, multifaceted security strategy. Canada is preparing to defend its interests at home and abroad, working with a range of partners as needed. Joining ReArm Europe marks a turning point for Canada's defense, economy, and global role. Diversifying partnerships gives Canada more autonomy and flexibility in an unpredictable world. Deeper ties with Europe mean access to new tech, collaborative projects, and a stronger voice among democratic allies. Boosting the domestic defense industry will drive innovation, create jobs, and keep more spending in Canada. This move reinforces Canada's commitment to multilateralism and collective security while balancing US ties and Arctic priorities. Canada's example may inspire other NATO members to diversify, strengthening the alliance for modern challenges. Ultimately, Canada is investing in its security, sovereignty, and prosperity, confidently charting its own course in a changing world.